Colin Farrell. We know him from his work in award-winning and blockbuster films. We know him as a Golden Globe winner for Best Actor. But of all his projects, what is closest to Colin's heart is his passionate work with Cure Angelman.
Angelman syndrome is a neurogenetic condition that manifests itself in a variety of different ways. Impaired speech, or complete lack of speech, jerky gait, trouble with fine motor skills. It's a seizure condition.
What drew Colin to the Cure Angelman organization was the fact that his own son James was diagnosed with the condition.
We noticed with James at the age of about 7 or 8 months, he wasn't hitting certain benchmarks that children at that age are supposed to hit. He wasn't sitting up, he wasn't crawling, he wasn't cooing. For parents, it's a huge thing, the first step. All parents talk about it. So then you imagine that you're told your child may never walk. Try those first steps on for size and see what that's like. It's a world rocker. I mean, I wept.
So without further ado, please welcome Mr. Colin Farrell.
They are enormously grateful to him for speaking publicly, sharing James with the world in a very personal way, because every time Colin does that, it helps their child.
We're the small voices for all of our children. Now that he's come forward and talked about his son and talked about Angelman syndrome, it's a huge voice that has brought a ton of awareness.
The thing that allowed me to turn a corner was me asking myself, okay, Colin, if you could ask James what to do, and you said to him, James, there's a chance that if we do this, this, and this, that other children will be helped. James would look at me and go, why are we having this conversation? Angelman syndrome, it's a really interesting condition, actually, and
it sounds rare. I've never
like
heard
one in
it.
30,000 children, they say,
Wow.
has it. I wouldn't like to say is afflicted with it, but has this condition. And yeah, one of the characteristics is a true obsession with water. So if James gets upset at home, I can get a pot and put some water in it, and he'd be like, oh. I understand, conceptually how if I go on a chat show and I mention Angelman syndrome, then Cure Angelman, the website, gets a few thousand more hits and some money comes in, and I understand that maybe some people at home who see the chat show feel less alone. I understand it all, but on the inside, I'm just a dad of a child that has this condition. He's just really, really bright light that illuminates everybody he comes in contact with.